trying to maybe not do it through attorneys and see if we can come to some type of agreement, that way. And at the same time, I also feel like, and it's not even the point of just trying to work it out, but I'm also like, I'm at a place where I'm like, okay, I pretty much kind of got the information, and am I ready to serve him with these papers? This is the first time something like this has happened in our marriage, and I'm feeling like, okay, is the answer immediately, although it's all this crazy stuff that's happened, is the answer immediately divorce, step into this place, or is it, let's try to figure out if we're going to just separate and try to work out percentages, things like to that nature. So that's kind of where it is right now. Just maybe considering not having to do an actual divorce, but just at this moment, but just figuring out what we want to do and see if we want to go ahead and take it to the divorce line later, or that may not be the case. As of right now, who's to say? My main concern ain't even just the fact of filing the divorce. It's just about trying to, stay focused, not overstress myself, and get ready.
The air in the lavish loft felt thick with tension. Rasheeda Frost moved restlessly through the living room, her mind racing with emotions she couldn't ignore. She had just uncovered Kirk's betrayal, and the truth hit her like a runaway train. The trust she had carefully built was now shattered into pieces, leaving her overwhelmed with pain and fury. There was no room for second-guessing. Kirk's infidelity was undeniable. If he believed he could deceive her and move on without consequences, he was sorely mistaken. Rasheeda wasn't one to be underestimated, and she was ready to remind him of that. With her heart hardened and her mind set, Rasheeda decided to reclaim control of her life. This wasn't just another tale of heartbreak, it was her chance to rewrite her own story. She chose to face the world head-on by calling a press conference. Her plan? To turn her pain into a powerful declaration. The buzz around the event grew as reporters and photographers filled the room, ready for a scoop. When Rasheeda finally stepped into view, she was a vision of grace and strength. Her confidence radiated through her outfit, making her every step seem deliberate and full of purpose. Silence fell across the room as she approached the podium. All eyes were glued to her, anticipating what she would say. She drew in a breath, steadying herself before speaking. "Thank you all for being here today," she began, her voice calm but packed with purpose. "I have something important to share, and I want my position to be perfectly clear." The crowd leaned in, holding their breath. Every word carried weight. She paused, letting the gravity of her next sentence settle. Then, without hesitation, she dropped the bombshell. "It's true. My relationship with Kirk Frost has been deeply tested. And yes, he's been unfaithful." Gasps rippled through the room as reporters scrambled to capture her words. Cameras flashed in rapid succession, but Rasheeda wasn't done. Her voice took on a new tone, laced with defiant strength. "Now here's the part I'm excited about," she continued, a sly smile creeping across her face. "I'm not just moving forward. I've already moved on. I've found someone who's a true partner and friend." The room erupted in murmurs, and as if on cue, her new boyfriend stepped into the frame. The tension hung in the air as everyone got their first look at him. A tall, composed, and confident man, whose calm demeanor seemed worlds apart from the chaos surrounding them. Journalists fired off questions, their curiosity piqued. "Who is he?" someone shouted. "How did you meet?" With a proud smile, Rasheeda gestured toward her new love. "This is Adrian," she said. "We met through friends. He's been a source of strength through everything I've been dealing with, and I'm excited to have him with me as I begin a new chapter." Adrian stepped forward with a warm smile, his calm presence easing the tension in the room. "We've built a connection over time," he explained. "I'm just happy to support Rasheeda and be part of her journey." More questions followed, each digging for more about their relationship and what it meant for Rasheeda's public image. She answered with ease, her responses a blend of humor and poise. This was her moment, and she was savoring it. As the conference ended, Rasheeda and Adrian walked out hand in hand, a united front of strength and renewal. Cameras clicked furiously, capturing their departure. Rasheeda had done more than share her truth. She had turned Kirk's betrayal into a declaration of her resilience. The next day, headlines blazed with the news, but Rasheeda was ready for the attention. Walking side by side with Adrian, she felt lighter, freer. After nearly 25 years of enduring Kirk's repeated infidelities, she had reached her limit. This was her fresh start, and there was no looking back. Rumors swirled about a looming divorce from Kirk Frost. For years, their tumultuous marriage had played out on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, each betrayal more shocking than the last. One of the most unforgettable moments came when Rasheeda revealed her pregnancy during season 2, only to have Kirk question the paternity in a cold public display of mistrust. His decision to take a DNA test made things worse, deepening the rift between them. Tension soared even higher when Rasheeda's mother, Shirlene, famously confronted Kirk by smashing his motorbike in a fit of rage. Despite the humiliation and pain, Rasheeda had soldiered on. But now, she was done being a victim. She was ready to reclaim her life. Adrian stood by her, a symbol of the fresh start she had been yearning for. With a renewed sense of self and a clear path forward, Rasheeda embraced her new beginning. Kirk and Rasheeda's relationship had always been one of the most dramatic storylines on the show. At the start, Kirk seemed like a supportive husband, managing Rasheeda's music career. But as the seasons passed, his betrayals became more frequent and public, painting a picture of a man unwilling to change. Now, after years of emotional roller coasters and heartbreak, Rasheeda was stepping into a new chapter with her head held high. Fans had followed her journey through every twist and turn, and many now cheered her on as she made a fresh start. For Rasheeda, this wasn't the end of her story. It was just the beginning. In season 2 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, things took a messy turn when Kirk accused Rasheeda of being unfaithful after she told him she was pregnant. This accusation led to a series of betrayals that made their relationship rocky. Kirk was caught on camera with 2 women and pressured Rasheeda to end the pregnancy. Despite these major problems, they worked through their issues and seemed to reconcile by season 3. However, Kirk's questionable choices didn't stop. In season 4, he hired a bar waitress to babysit their children, an odd decision that raised eyebrows. He also caused drama between Rasheeda and his artist, Ashley Nicole, adding more tension to their marriage. Their relationship hit its lowest point in season 6, when it came out that Kirk had a baby with Jasmine, a stripper. This revelation shook their marriage to its core, leading to a separation in season 7. They eventually got back together after Kirk's mother passed away, but the cracks in their bond were still visible. Kirk's repeated cheating and dishonesty wore Rasheeda down, as she had to face the humiliation of it all playing out in front of a public audience. Now, as Rasheeda nears her 24th wedding anniversary, rumors are flying that she might finally be getting a divorce. Many fans think she has reached her limit after enduring years of heartbreak and disrespect. Even though she and Kirk have been together for a long time, their marriage has been one scandal after another. Supporters of Rasheeda believe it's time for her to move on and find peace without Kirk's constant betrayals weighing her down. If the divorce rumors are true, it will bring one of the most dramatic marriages on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta to a close. In an emotional interview with Nom TV, Kirk opened up about his marriage struggles. He admitted to making serious mistakes that nearly destroyed his relationship with Rasheeda. Kirk acknowledged that he faced a lot of criticism over the years and confessed that his cheating caused immense pain. He expressed regret for how he handled things and praised Rasheeda for staying loyal despite everything he put her through. Lil Scrappy, who recently went through a divorce from Bambi, and Whitehead, who's navigating a breakup with Sierra Gates. Both voiced their support for Rasheeda. They commended her for her strength and resilience in dealing with her personal battles in such a public space. Their comments highlighted how much respect Rasheeda has earned for facing her troubles with dignity and grace. However, not everyone is convinced by Kirk's apology. While some fans appreciate that he's finally taking responsibility for his actions, others are skeptical about his sincerity. Many people feel that his long history of cheating overshadows any attempt at making things right. The ups and downs of his marriage to Rasheeda have been a major topic of debate among viewers, sparking conversations about trust, loyalty, and forgiveness. Their story raises important questions about the struggles of marriage under public scrutiny and the weight of accountability in relationships. With divorce rumors swirling, it looks like Rasheeda may be ready to step away from a marriage that has brought her more pain than joy. After almost 25 years together, she seems to be prioritizing her own happiness and well-being at last. If Rasheeda does decide to end things with Kirk, it would mark a significant turning point in her life. She's been a central figure on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, balancing her career, her family, and the constant drama of her relationship. Fans have watched her endure setback after setback, and many are now rooting for her to finally find peace. As she stands at a major crossroads, it seems she's preparing to leave the chaos behind and focus on her future. Whether or not the divorce rumors are true, Rasheeda's journey is a powerful reminder of the importance of self-respect and the courage it takes to walk away from a toxic situation. Fans will continue to support her as she moves forward, cheering her on as she steps into a new chapter filled with possibility and hope.